Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, my YouTube family. I am Curtis Glenn, and I am here to talk to you in regards to or about a topic that I have been thinking about probably all week, but more so today. It has really been on my mind. And that topic, it has a lot to do with what it is that we do as resellers, as in the resale community, as far as eBay and maybe Amazon, but really eBay. And this topic is a person. And I'm sure a lot of you know this person. Some of you may know her, and some of you may not. But before we dive off into that, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and hit that notifications bell if you like my videos and you want to get more content, and you want to learn more as we learn together and journey with me. Hit the notifications bell, and every time I bring a video, you will be able to see it.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Good evening, my YouTube family, and as I was explaining to you, there is a certain or specific person that I want to talk to you about that has a lot to do with what it is that we do.
Hit that like button.
And our jobs as resellers, be it part-time, be it full-time. She is an individual who paved the way. And I'll tell you why it is that I wanted to talk to you about her. And there's 3 bullet points that I wanted to speak about as it relates to her. So no matter what channel you watch, because I'm sure you will watch different YouTube channels with different resellers, eBay resellers, and I won't say any of their names, but there's a lot of resellers out there, and they have YouTube channels. And when you see those individuals, when I tell you about this person and I give you the backstory on her, you are going to think about this every time you watch their channel, because she has paved the way for those individuals to become who they are, whether they are on YouTube or not on YouTube. In the YouTube and the resale community, she is a powerhouse, okay? And whatever your goals is, they may relate to her and they may not, okay? So without any further ado, that person that I want to talk to you about today is Sophea Amoruso. Sophea Amoruso. Sophea Amoruso she is, in my opinion, the queen of eBay. And you may ask why. Here's the backstory on Sophea Amoruso. Sophea Amoruso, she, a while back, and I don't know the exact year, but she was working a security job. She was a high school graduate. She was working a security job, and dead-end security job, as she would have called it in her story. She would see people coming through the mall, and of course she lived in California. Okay, and most of the people in California, they drive new cars and fancy cars, and they're shopping at the mall for Armani and different things like that. So they have a lot of money. And she said that she would see these people walking past, and she knew that life had to be something better. They had to offer her something better than just her security job and her 1-bedroom studio that she lived in California. Okay, because of course we know the rent in California is extremely high. All right, so she said what she did was she decided to open up an eBay account. When she opened up her eBay account, she decided just to go and throw a few things on eBay, and those things sold. So she decided that she would go to thrift stores, and her niche was vintage clothing. She would go to thrift stores, and she would start purchasing vintage clothing. And when she would start purchasing vintage clothing, she would put it on eBay, and it began to sell. It was a very lucrative. It began to be so lucrative that eBay kicked her off. Okay, she got kicked off of eBay. Now that's going to be another video, but I believe that she went back to eBay. But she made mountains of money. off of eBay, and this was late 90s, early 2000s. So what she did is that she there was an individual that she knew, and she partnered with this individual to put logos on her clothing. She went and she went and got a studio. She turned this little small space, as she called it, into her photo shop, her photo studio, where she photographed her clothes, because she, in the end, ended up going back to eBay. She photographed her clothes and things like that, and she had a Nasty Gal logo put on her clothing. And this individual that she knew, he began to manufacture clothes for her. She started to have her own clothing line, and it caught. People liked it. They sold. They sold really, really, really well in California and all over the United States of America. She began to be known in the resale community in California very, very, very well. Well, now, Sophea Amoruso, I don't know if you know, there is a Netflix story on her. She has her own movie on Netflix. It's called Girl Boss. She is the author of the Girl Boss. She has a book. She's authored a book called Girl Boss, and she is a multi-millionaire and she started out on eBay. She lived in a 1-bedroom studio apartment in California where the rent is extremely high. She worked a dead-end security job. She does not have a degree, and look at where she is. If you Google her name, and you'll be able to see her net worth, you'll be able to see photos about her, and as far as her personal life, I have no interest in speaking on that. I'm not even, I don't even look into that, but I know as far as professionally, she actually just stepped down as the CEO. She now has, I think it's an internet editing company or something like that. But when you think of her, if you are an eBayer, if you sell on eBay, if you have goals of taking your business to the next level, or even if you just want it to be a side hustle and you want to continue to maintain that, and you want to have a steady stream of income, here is inspiration for you. Here is inspiration for you. This individual started out with just putting things on eBay to subsidize her income, to help her to be able to pay her bills and do things that she needed to do, because she lived in California. Her job was not paying her much, and this is where she is. She is Forbes has named her as one of the richest self-made women in America. Okay, based off of eBay. So this is why, in my opinion, she has paved the way for eBay resellers like yourself and like me. Okay, these are individuals that we should be looking at, that we should be inspired by, that we should be thinking about. And I don't know about you, but I can tell you this, and this is what made me want to do the story on her, is that when I step into my lab, which is my eBay studio, I have my studio, I have my warehouse. When I step into my lab, that is what is on my mind, because I have the goal of taking my business to the next level. I mean, I'm talking Fortune 500 company, 1 million plus, so, but this is our inspiration. As individuals like this, okay? And if you read her bio, if you read her story, there's pointers that you can take from her as to what she did, okay? And there's going to be another video that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be called The Millionaire Mindset. Now, there's nothing that I do is any fluff, or it's going to be any get-rich-quick scheme, but what it's going to do is it's going to inspire your mind and how you should think. What way you should be thinking and becoming a millionaire, because the millionaires are known as the 1% in America, okay? And them being known as the 1% in America, their mindset matters. And if you read blogs, if you watch videos, if you watch television shows, people ask millionaires, what is it that they think? What is it that they do? What is their routine on a daily basis? And they always And most of them that I have seen, they say the same thing. So in another video, we're going to talk about that, because you never know. You could be doing eBay in your basement today, and next year you could be a multi-millionaire. Your clothing brand could catch. People could start liking a niche that you do. You could start logoing your products, private labeling your products, posting them on eBay. You never know. But you have to put forth the effort. You have to keep going, because this is your inspiration. Here is an individual who started with nothing, and look at her now. So when you step into your lab, whether it's your basement, your attic, your living room, your garage, you look at that as if it's a Walmart. You look at that as if it is if it's this lavish layout somewhere in the hills of California. Don't look at it as to what it is, because if you do, you will appreciate that, and then you'll go further. And when you get further, you will appreciate where you have been, and you will strive to get where it is that you want to go. So for all of you eBayers out there who may be going through a situation, you may look at different eBayers and say, I want to get there. You can get there. You will get there. There's no question about it. If you're putting forth the effort, if you're putting forth the work, you will get there. All you have to do is ask Sophea Amoruso. She is on Instagram, and with that being said, as a matter of fact, follow me on Instagram at the_authentic_ eBayer. Again, I'm on Instagram. Follow me at the_authentic_eBayer. So, what I want to tell you is what I always tell you: don't lose your dream. Don't lose your passion. Continue what you're doing. Get out there and get it, and it will happen for you. Thanks, guys, and I hope to see you next time.